people, when they lose their property in a flood or in a tornado, they are discouraged, of course. It's all our savings, our home, everything is gone. And there are a lot of pictures here that show it, just rubble. And then the people come there with a smile and ask no questions, just say, how can we help you? And they start cleaning up, and some stay longer, and some build a house, and the hammer rings hope. The hammer, yeah, there's hope. There he is with a hammer, and ringing hope. You know, you can lose everything except hope. I remember so well how a non-Mennonite, in fact, I believe he was a Mennonite, Methodist or Baptist, and he asked me, he said, in MCC and now in MDS, you have all these volunteers. Tell me, how do you do it? Because he thought I would give him a formula. Tell him, this is what you have to do, and then you can do it too. It works for us, it works for you. Tell us, how do you do that? That's impossible for us to tell him how we do it, because there are so many ways in which we can pass this on. One is simply because it's our heritage. Another one is that we shoulder tap. I'm a firm believer in shoulder tapping. Shoulder tapping is so significant because it's very personal. It's not pushing you. It's not saying you should. It's just saying, look, there's an open door. Even when we are not able to volunteer anymore for MDS, is we can pray. And not only we can pray, but we ought to pray for MDS. And all the volunteers, the 6,000 last year who volunteered, thank God for them. Pray for them.
As we look towards the future, if you could peer out into the distance, what do you think's there for MDS?
Two things.
Look over the horizons.
One is, you're absolutely sure, we know that, it's as sure as the sun will rise tomorrow, that there are going to be disasters. Natural and others. There are going to be disasters. The second is, we have now got experience. And it's by the mercy of God that we've discovered at last that we can do something about it.
Amen.
And that hope, you can bring hope. And what word would I have for you? It's a challenge, definitely a challenge. And it's a learning experience. You learn that you can do something for others, pass that on, do it all the time, experience it, hope, challenge, satisfaction. I've often been asked, maybe I told you this earlier, that people have often asked me, what exactly is Christian service? Because service, they talk about service all the time, but Christian service, what's Christian service? And I finally had to narrow it down to 3 words: living for others.
Did you ever think MDS would be at this stage where 6,000 volunteers going out to 12 different locations in Canada and the United States, and just this enormous growth and generosity by our constituents?
The young people today would say it blows you away.
Yeah, it blows you away.
It is just great.
Yeah.
It's wonderful what God has done. All volunteers. Can you imagine? Oh, man. So wonderful, so wonderful.